New Year's Eve. You can tell from the background, we cheated a little bit last night. This motel had truck parking, so that was one of the reasons we thought we would come over and stay here. Just down the road from here was a Buffalo Wild Wing, and so we decided to go there, and we were able to park easily because it was right next to a Home Depot, so there was a ton of parking, big empty lot, and it was maybe a quarter mile down the road. Another benefit of this hotel for me was, one, we got ice, so I could put that in the drinks and get those made. Able to get my coffee right here, good night's sleep in a nice king-size bed, which is much larger than the bunk in Jason's truck, where we sleep head to foot in order to fit most comfortably in it. So the other nice piece was that Jason let me sleep in. He left to get loaded at about 7:30. Then I got a message from him about 8:30, I suppose, that he was getting loaded. And so I got up then and jumped in the shower. Just got a message from him that he is on his way to get me. So we're gonna get home early. So you didn't get to see much of what he did this morning, but his wife is much happier after a great night's sleep and getting to sleep in a little bit. That is likely better for his day too. Jason just picked me up at the hotel that we stayed at last night. We are going to get on 14 here, which will take us toward Owatonna and
Rochester.
Hassan. We'll get to Rochester. Get on 90 then and head toward La Crosse, Wisconsin, and down to Caledonia Hollers. Jason was up a little before 7:30 and went over to CHS to pick up, what was it, soybean oil?
Salad oil, we call it.
Call it what?
Salad oil. Soybean oil. It goes to Hidden Valley Ranch in Illinois. They make ranch dressing.
Hidden Valley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all they make.
There's a lot of Hidden Valley Ranch.
What?
Hidden Valley Ranch is like one of the best ranches.
Yeah, they make it there. That's where this is going.
Oh yes, we've got the surge again.
This ain't too bad. A good driver probably wouldn't even have that surge with this.
But I thought you were a professional driver. You have a card that says so.
I'm aiming for that. I'm not quite there yet.
Was that from Loves or Flying J that gave you that?
Yeah. That's right. It does say professional driver.
They don't really test you on that.
They hand those out to everybody.
I could even get one if I really wanted to.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a professional rider. Do they have those cards?
I don't know if you can get points for that.
No? But I can use some of your free showers, right?
Yeah.
So while I was sleeping in, how was your morning?
It went pretty good, actually. I was a little worried there wasn't going to be any trailers available.
Because we thought we had a trailer last night, an
Yeah.
empty one.
That's still sitting there, too.
Really?
Yeah, so I was thinking about that, too. And it's probably more has to do with the priors. Because you can only load certain things. You know, the last 3 priors have to be a certain product.
Okay.
So
basically,
the one trailer was an air trailer, so I'm sure that's why that was being held for a certain customer.
but the trailer that we were hoping to take last night actually had a note.
It was backwards inside the wash ticket, so I didn't see it.
That said it had to hold for someone, truck number, whatever.
Yeah.
So we couldn't take that one. So you had to go this morning and hope that there was a clean one.
This was the only one. They still had like 6 dirty ones there.
Really?
Yeah.
So we got lucky, we got one right away.
Yeah.
How much do we weigh today?
79,440 pounds.
And you're not supposed to go over 80, right?
I can go up to 80,450, I think. I'm full of fuel, so that's good. But we're 80,000, which I think is typical. At least it's been typical for me for tank, for what we haul. You see a lot of guys, they say, loaded, but I'm light, only 20,000. Well, we're always 75, 80,000.
You're never light.
There's a couple times I've had 16,000 pounds, but not very often. Always loaded to the gills.
Did you get a good night's sleep?
I did get a good night's sleep.
I got a really good night's sleep too. That was a nice choice.
It's amazing what room does for you.
Right?
And I'm worried about the heater, and it was.
Or you're not listening to the truck next to you kick on, the APU kick on.
We definitely would have to have a double bunk if we were going to do this
On a regular basis, yeah.
Yeah.
We probably got lucky this week having 2 nights at home. Things work out the way they do for a reason.
Yeah, now we should be home by, 2:30. They call it where all the offices are.
Yep.
That's where I'll leave this truck.
And they will hopefully wash it this weekend.
Pretty much every time I've left it there, they washed it.
Yeah.
I think that's
They like their trucks looking nice.
they've washed it, and they also keep track of if it needs grease or oil change, and if it does, they grab it.
Yep.
Do the maintenance. So they're very good about maintenance and washing and
So I was watching the weather this morning, and we have some cold air coming in. So it said it would be like with wind chill -25 to -35 in Mankato. So it's probably not going to be a lot warmer than that at home. But first, we're supposed to get some snow. We really need to get our snowblower working.
I like the snowblower that comes and does it for us. That one works pretty good.
The plow?
Yeah.
Or Dylan?
Yeah, those work pretty good. Like when the guy with the plow comes. Yeah.
Well, Dylan did do some shoveling for the last snowstorm. We got 5 inches the other day.
So this is a new road. And the GPS is going crazy. It doesn't think I'm on a road.
Yeah, we were driving between roads a little bit ago.
It's got me on the road now again.
I'm surprised she doesn't start yelling at you.
Well, I got it turned down. She would have been dinging, ding, turn on the road, ding. It would have constantly been doing that, but I turned it down. There is certain roads I go on where she freaks out and says, "You're going the wrong way." I'm not, but she thinks I am. Typical woman, always yelling at you.
Oh, come on now. I never yell at you.
Okay.
Do you have to update that GPS once in a
I think
while?
we have to. I don't know how often, but I think it needs to be updated.
I would assume.
There's a lot of
There's new construction all the time.
yeah, there's a lot of intersections and exits that are different,
Sure.
which you don't go by the GPS anyway. It's just a guide. If you just drive by your GPS, you're going to be in big trouble.
That's why people like driving to lakes and stuff.
Yes. So it's just a guide. You have to know where you're going. So you know. I like to use it for times. What time I'm going to get places. But, yeah, we'll probably have to try and update it somehow.
You've got a lot of other drivers that you talk to too that have driven these routes before and give you advice on where to go. And
Oh yeah, and they know the roads, so they
Right.
tell me, you know, which way you taking, and they know it by heart. And I know some of it now, but yeah, there's a couple guys that are real nice to talk to, answer any question I have. It's been very, very helpful. I have it this week because I didn't know if they're off. Yeah.
Right.
And if
Maybe
they're
they're thinking the same thing.
if they're off, I didn't want to bother them at home, which both of them have said, no, just call me if I don't want to answer or I'm busy. I won't. But it's a holiday, so I'll try them next week, see how they're doing. I do have a couple questions for them anyways. This morning, the trailer brakes were froze up. So I want to ask them about that. I got them unlocked, obviously, but anything else I should do extra other than what I did? I'm sure that's going to happen quite often.
Yeah, I'm sure that's nothing new for anybody around here.
No. The guy RJ's been here 8 years, and Daryl's been doing this for like 30 years. So.
Newer with the company, but driving for a long time.
Yeah, they're both. RJ too. I don't know how many years driving he has, but a lot. That guy's got a lot of knowledge. So they're very, very helpful. It's supposed to get really cold this weekend.
Yep.
Like 25 below. So we have to bring in all the electronics inside. So the ELD we use is basically just a tablet, Samsung tablet.
You're just supposed to put that in your mailbox at work.
Yeah, it's wireless, I think. It connects to the truck. And supposed to shut it down, bring it inside, put it in the mailbox. We all have mailboxes. All the drivers do.
Ooh, and you can get your calendar too.
So yeah,
Caledonia Haulers puts out a calendar every year.
Yeah,
You had an awesome picture you should have submitted.
I did. I think maybe I'll keep it for next year. I think it would have made it.
It was a good one.
So then I don't know too. I suppose I should plug this in the truck. If I was at home, I would.
Well, you're parking it at the hauler's terminal, so I imagine you can just go in and check with someone.
Well, they have outlets.
Oh, do they all around there?
Yeah, and extension cords.
Probably so then.
But they also take it, move it, wash it. So, maybe they'll just do it. Yeah, I'll probably ask.
We just got a message for his next load, which is on Monday. Typically, he would leave sometime on Sunday, but has a doctor's appointment early Monday morning, And so they have been really good about working with him when he has to go to an appointment. So he will leave probably from Caledonia around 11 a.m. on Monday.
So Monday there'll be a preloaded trailer at Caledonia. Hook up to that. Haul it up to, I think, somewhere in one of the suburbs of Minneapolis. Soybean oil. What's happening from there? I don't know. Probably back to Mankato. It's usually where they send you. They only send a load one at a time.
Right. So you don't know what you're doing after.
No. Sometimes they'll say, hey, send me a load, and then they'll send me a message. After this, go to this tank washer. Head this way. But I've never had to wait. They've always had loads for me, so I can just keep going.
By the time you get to your destination, they've got the next one for you.
Always.
Of course, I wasn't filming. All of a sudden, we heard a bang, thinking that it was a tire that went. That car there was right next to us at that time, and we were right next to this ramp, so pulled off right away. Never good to stop on the side of the road on the interstate. Trucks, anyone should always try to get to a ramp or be able to pull off. So Jason is out checking things. I wonder if that car that just stopped up above here that was beside us when we heard that noise heard it too and was wondering if he lost coolers or something on the back of his vehicle. Well, what'd you find out?
Trailer tire. I gotta call,
This ruins our whole plan. We're not going to get home as early, are we?
no. I gotta call, service.
And they'll tell you what to do from there.
Yeah, what are we on? 242? So I just had a tire blowout going 70 mile an hour. As you can see, it is totally shot. Had this happen one other time, and they'll send out a guy and he'll fix it right here and put a new tire on it. We are about 45 minutes from being home, and now we're gonna have to wait probably 45 minutes for a guy to get here to fix it. So at least I had a trailer with duals. Some of our trailers are super singles, and that would have been a big, huge problem. But this was just really loud. That's all it was. No problem losing control or nothing like that. So anyway, that's where we're at.
So it's a little after 2 o'clock now, and we are finally getting some service. I think it could have been worse, could have taken a lot longer, so glad that we have someone here. He will change the tire right here on the road, and then we will start heading back toward Caledonia. We would have been home already had this not happened, but that's part of trucking, of hauling.
20 minutes.
What time did we get here? What time did this happen? Do you remember?
We got here at 11:15.
And it's 2 o'clock now, just after.
Yeah.
Well, at least it's getting done, and we'll still get home at a reasonable time.
Yeah.
Just not quite as early as we thought, so it is what it is. It's 2:30, and we are just getting back on the interstate. Jason realized that he does not have his truck keys, so Ethan, our junior in high school, is meeting us in Caledonia so that we can leave this truck and drive our other truck home.
The tire had a big hole, like a big chunk missing. So I'm taking a picture of it.
you said one row is clean, one's
Yeah, that one's clean. Everything, or loaded. Everything else is
dirty?
unloaded. Well, they could be clean.
Oh,
They're just not loaded.
but some are probably dirty.
Yeah. So this is where I'll pick up my trailer on Monday too. If they have me start with a loaded trailer. Sometimes I pick up a unloaded trailer here and go to Cedar Rapids.
He gets this thing parked, we're gonna unhook and bobtail over to a different part of the Caledonia haulers